Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
Hello, Lewis. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. It's horrible to see you in the flesh while we're recording a podcast. It's looking at you and trying to think about the film. I can only do so many things.
It's so strange because when I'm not filming or not recording the podcast, I can make faces at you while you're saying things like I'm sticking the middle fingers up if you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so good to be back. It
is. I love doing this podcast.
I've really missed it.
Me too.
I really have. We're drinking beer.
Well, yes.
To get us through this.
Drinking Foster's because it's from the very cold fridge and it's hot as fuck in this
Shit.
room.
It's
It
hot
is
as shit.
insanely hot.
Yes.
So cheers.
Cheers. Boo. Okay. So before we begin, we have the 10-minute bullshit.
We do indeed, which we rigidly stick to. It's always exactly 10 minutes.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Never goes over.
Indeed.
I didn't bring the wheel of bullshit down because fuck taking that anywhere.
Taking that on a train would be a
I
nightmare.
would have been tackled to the ground, and rightly so. Like the boy in Love Actually should have been.
Oh my god. Well, they knew he was going to be in the Maze Runner one day, so they had to leave him intact so he could be in the Maze Runner.
Ferb.
Yeah.
Ferb. I'll spin the wheel. It's a classic, isn't it? We're going back to the...
Have we got anything that would rattle like a wheel?
That's a drawer just being shook.
And what's it landed on down the drawer?
It has landed on my gaming experience.
Oh, yes, you've been putting up videos about gaming on the YouTube.
The YouTube.
Broadcast yourself. Remember that was their slogan? What a shit slogan.
I know, because they demonetize you for showing GTA 5 videos.
Yeah.
But that's the game though, I didn't make it. I'm only playing it, man.
Demonetize Rockstar, you fuck.
Anti-capitalist rant incoming. But while Lewis has been extremely busy moving house and setting up a new life for himself, I have had
Setting up a new life implies I've killed
Ran
Chloe
away.
and gone to a different country, and I have not done that. I've moved house. Chloe is not dead, and I have a cat now.
Well, so I've had to find some way to occupy myself, and I decided through the medium of gaming. And I want to talk about one specific game. It's called Dead by Daylight.
Right?
Right?
Is it about vampires?
No.
Well, then what's the fucking point?
It's a game, and it's typically a 5-player game, and it's an online game, and 4 people play survivors, and there's one killer.
I think I've heard of this. It's isn't it like, it's skinned like Halloween or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you get different killers that you can play as. You can play as Ghostface from the Scream movies.
Okay.
You can play as Michael Myers from Halloween. You can play Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. So there's different killers that you can play. So I started playing that, and I realised very quickly that everyone on there is a massive dick. No, seriously, the people on it are absolutely hot. So I was new to the game. I like going the killer because I like hunting people down.
Yeah.
And just like real life.
He's been arrested 10 times today.
And the aim of the game is the survivors have to sort of power up these generators. And once 4 generators are... Is it 5? No, it's 5. 5 generators are powered up, then they get to escape. Okay. And you have to kill them and put them on hooks in order to stop them.
I think I've seen some YouTube playthroughs, yeah.
Yeah. So there are many, many, many sort of strategies that you can invoke. And I realised that as my level was going up, the more toxic the people that I was playing with were becoming. Because there's a thing called tunneling, which is a concept where a killer...
What you do is you take a train and then you...
a killer who is severely spurned by one of the survivors will disregard the rules of the game and chase only that survivor because the person who's killing is so annoyed with that person that they'll just say, right, I don't care about winning, I want that person fucking dead. Right, and they'll just...
Oh, well, your laptop's dead.
No, it's alright.
Oh, no.
It's alright, we're cool, Jesus. And then you give it a tap every now and then. Never done that before, it's a good sign. But they'll claim that you're tunneling for any reason. Just because you're going for someone for too much. So you tag someone, and then you have to hit them again for them to go down.
Right.
And if you get them to go down, what they can do is they can shine a torch in your face, and you can't see them, and then they get off, and then they run off. And if you go for someone more than once, they'll just say, "Oh, you're a tunneler. You're a shit player. You're a tunneler." It's like, no, it just makes more sense to go for the person that's injured rather than the healthy people. So I've become
furious,
a little gaming freak.
I see.
And as you know, I started playing Alien Isolation as well, which is a good game, and it's pretty scary.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But yeah, I'm a hardcore gamer now.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Now, I do like gaming. It's one of the things I don't do as much as I want to, because it's more effort to do that than it is to just watch a TV show.
Yeah.
I get like roughly equal amounts of enjoyment. The thing I used to really enjoy doing when I was gaming, when I was younger, was like, it was when we were doing 4 o'clock club. I would literally come home on a Friday night, sit down in, I think we called it The Den, which is a stupid name.
Yeah.
And sit down in my room and like just play Minecraft non-stop until like Sunday when I had to go back to Manchester. And it's like, okay, cool. It's just like tune out the rest of the world, watch some YouTube videos, and it's just on. And it's like, right, mine the coal, mine the iron, mine the this, mine the...
Yeah.
And it's just like, it replaces the work part of your brain and just switches you off.
Definitely.
I like doing that, but I haven't like gamed in a long time.
No. I mean, there's this thing called speedrunning, where people try and complete games as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And I saw one for Minecraft, and it's like 3 people are hunting this one guy, and he has to kill the Ender Dragon before they kill him. So he has to get all the equipment, get in, and they're hunting him and stuff like that. And it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but because he's so good at the game, he's just like absolutely embarrassing these folks. But I like speedrunning.
It's
stuff
such
like
a
that.
human thing as well. It's like it's like chili plants.
Yeah.
Like they evolved to be. I'm leaning away from the mic. They evolved to be spicy. No, they evolved to be spicy as like a defense mechanism, so that wild animals didn't just turn up and eat them. And it's like, okay, and now there is no chance for the plant to grow, and that was the defense mechanism. But humans have been like, actually, quite like this spicy. I quite like a bit of that. And now it's like curries and like spicy pizza, like Papa John's. You're not sponsoring us, but please do. They do this like a chili freak pizza or something, because Chloe and I ordered pizza a couple of days ago, and we had this and it was amazing. It's like the sauce, instead of like a tomato sauce, was like a chili sauce. Yeah. And it was like had loads of chilies on top, and it was like insanely spicy, but I loved it. Yeah. It's like. And speedruns are like an extension of that. It's like, well, yeah, this game is good, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed playing Super Mario Bros. 2 from start to finish, and I saved the princess and whatever, and then now I'm going to try and do it in 10 minutes. That's a speedrun, but it's such a human thing, yeah.
Yeah, because you always want to skip over the sort of nuances that game developers do. There's this fantastic game called Pathologic.
Yes.
Which is like one of the hardest games ever made. And like, there's a great YouTuber called H Bomber Guy who did a video on it, and it's like, it's not easy, it's not fun, it's not enjoyable. Yeah, it gets harder as you go on, and it's so unrewarding that something ridiculous, 13% of the people that played it actually managed to complete it. Not just because they couldn't be bothered, you know. But he says that the story is that good that it's just worth
taking the time,
grueling through. It's like,
I know what you mean. It's like
I mean, I'm never going to play it.
No.
But his video was good on it.
I do enjoy the sort of work simulator types of games. Yeah. Like Minecraft, where it's like I'm imagining I'm stranded on a desert island and I've got to mine and farm for my own survival and stuff like that. And like City Skylines is another one that I really enjoy. And Prison Architect is like Civ. Oh, I love Civ. I haven't played Civ in ages because the games take so long. Yeah. But like, I love playing Civ 5. Like one of my favourite games I started in as Alexander of ancient Greece. Like and I was just like took over the world by military force like immediately. But it's just like I think Chloe was on like a late shift or something, so I started like at lunchtime. Then it was like 10 p.m. and she came home and I was like, oh shit, I've been doing this for like 10 hours. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm at Purge. No, it's gaming's really good fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that people get very horrible when you play games because they're so obsessed with it. You get trolls on it that just want to ruin the game for everyone because they're so good at it. They can just afford to ruin your time.
Yes.
But yeah.
So other games I get really attached to as well with time is like very, very simple games.
Yes.
Like I played Tetris a lot in high school because it was like stressed about exams and everything, and I was like, oh, Tetris is really simple, and I can just like sit there staring at the screen for hours, and it's like it just replaces some routine in your brain saying what, like at the time, what homework have I got to do, what exams are coming up, and it just replaces that part of your brain and switches you off a bit.
Yeah.
This is another one which I would really recommend to anybody if you like real-time strategy games. It's called Griff Patch's Tower Defense, and it's like an online. It's not a flash game. There's this programming language developed at MIT called Scratch, and it's like a quite a basic sort of one where it's like drag and drop interface, and it's meant to be used by kids and all this stuff. But anyway, there's this game that this person has made in it, and basically, it's just a very simple tower defense game. The first level is the best. It's like a sort of rectangular sort of board on your screen, and then the enemies come in from one side, and their goal is to get to the other side, and you have money for each enemy you kill. And you start with like a set amount of money, and essentially you just build little turrets around the map to destroy the flow of enemies. But there's something about it where perfection in this game seems so attainable. Yeah. So you can just sit there for hours staring at it thinking, what if I move this row of turrets up a square? What if I move these ones across? And what if I put some... It's so good.
There's nothing better looking like a huge layout that you've spent hours on, and then you go offline for a couple of hours and it gets utterly obliterated by strangers.
That was my problem with Rust, because like in high school that was like a big game for my friends and I. We played Rust.
Yeah.
It's like, we've made a base, we've done this. Then you'd like 2 days later the server gets wiped, and you're like, well, what was the point? What was the point?
Clash of Clans as well. That's another one. People spend so much time,
so much money as well.
Wasn't there a kid who like didn't realise that he was spending so much and spent like £30,000 or something like that?
I would not be surprised at all.
On upgrades and stuff like that. I mean, I think he got the money back because he obviously didn't know any better. It's crazy.
Oh god, yeah.
It's crazy the amount of time. So we went to really liking gaming, and now we're starting to critique the amount of shit that people do on it.
Perfect. Yeah, I see no problem with that.
Yeah.
So is that stated the bullshit?
Yes. Unless you get anything.
No, I have nothing.
No. Excellent. Well, we'll go on to the film.
Yes, we're talking about The Purge.
The Purge.
The Purge. It's like that movie, Morty. It's like The Purge.
It's Purge Planet, Morty.
It's weird doing that in the flesh because my face that I make is so fucking stupid when
I have to look me in the eye.
No, I have to look at you as I do.
The face is stupid, I can confirm.
Thank you. The Purge was written by James DeMonaco. It was also directed by James DeMonaco, and it is starring Ethan Hawke, Lena Headey, Adelaide Kane. Sorry, I'm just reading. Adelaide Kane, Max Burkholder, and some others. I've literally wrote and some others.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your contributions and some others.
Yes. Cheers,
I'm
guys.
sure the Academy will be recognising you shortly. We've got an open entertainment.
I do, yes. A dystopian nightmare about killing off the undesirables in a Darwinistic fashion.
Oh yeah. An insightful documentary which rivals Ken Burns' masterpieces. Just kidding. A horrifying look at a more than worrisome dystopia. Does everybody have that in them?
Ooh.
Imagine if this was a documentary.
It would be pretty shit.
Yeah, not a very good documentary.
Someone filming us recording this.
No. I mean, imagine if The Purge was a documentary.
Oh. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Maybe this is the footage they're playing to persuade the government to pass the legislation to enable the purge to happen.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Wouldn't surprise me. Creepy room questions?
Yeah, plenty of them, haven't we?
Yeah.
What would you do in a purge?
I'd hide.
Steal. That's what I'd do.
I know, but you would get killed.
Yeah.
Because, look...
I suppose what you've got to do...
That's the whole paradox of the Purge. It's like, oh, we can all get this hate and rage out of our system, which sounds great, but then you realise that there are other people doing that.
Yeah.
And they'll just, while you're doing it, they'll do it to you.
Yeah, plus I don't really have that much rage in my system.
Yeah, I do, but...
No, my point is, I don't know if I need to purge it out through murdering people.
No. I think that's what a good... To go back to get video games, I think that's what a good sort of advocacy for video games is. So you can just do horrible things in a video game to
non-entities.
Non-entities.
I suppose, yeah.
But then, as video games become more advanced, they'll become like people.
Like, what's it, USS Callister?
Yeah. Jesus.
But yes, realistically, what I would do in a purge is hide. Barricade the doors, stay inside for 24 hours, don't go out, don't do anything, just stay inside.
Yeah.
Eat pasta and fall into a stress-induced sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've written any crime, any fucking crime. Is that a good idea? So say the minute after the Purge has started, I contact fucking, I don't know, North Korea or something like that, and they give me a nuke. And I nuke a city. After the Purge is over, I'm perfectly okay, and I don't get arrested or anything like that. Despite committing a war crime.
Say it's like the final seconds of a purge, and you fire a bullet out of a gun. If, while the gun is in the air, the purge ends, and then after the purge has ended, the bullet hits somebody in the head and they die,
yeah, do
you get prosecuted for that murder, but not the previous 20?
Yeah.
How insane is that?
That's so stupid.
Yes. I mean, the premise itself is dumb as shit.
Yeah. And sorry, I really doubt that these people who are committing crimes and killing people, as soon as the buzzer goes, they're just about to slaughter someone, and they're like, oh, the buzzer's gone, I'll get you next year. It's like, no, they're going to finish, aren't they? Because they're not going to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I find a bit strange. I have a hard time believing that it would disincentivize crime.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know how that works.
Because the implication of it disincentivizing crime is that every criminal ever is one who just wants to commit crime.
Yeah.
But of course there are other causes. But like, oh, well, I need to steal this food.
Yeah.
Because otherwise my family will starve.
Yeah.
So in that situation, that needs to happen whenever you're hungry, not just on the purge.
So what they're trying to say is essentially they have eradicated economic hardship.
It's a Star Trek post-scarcity society,
and yet
also there's a purge.
But we also know that just isn't true, because I don't know if you've seen the other films, but there are people who are poverty-stricken. So and then we find out that it's more to do with the elites and population control than it is actually just getting the rage out of their system, which makes it, I think, in my opinion, far more interesting. But it doesn't really work if you know poverty is still a thing. If everyone's in the same playing field, and you just have if they did Hunger Games maybe, but not enforced, maybe you could get to choose
an optional Hunger Games.
Yeah,
you can go into the arena.
It's like well, you go in there, you will die, but it's up to you. We're not going to force you to do anything. That would I'd maybe be okay with that, but.
Just if I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, but if it's your choice, isn't it? At the end of the...
I mean, yeah, I suppose. What is the most ethical thing to do in a purge? Not participate? Or is it... I mean, it depends.
I don't know.
Kill, people that enslave children?
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on your outlook, because the horrible, creepy, rich white folk in the film that shot with their masks on, they probably think that they're doing the ethical thing,
and by waiting until the purge to do all the murdering.
Yeah. Just fix my laptop there. Behind the veil. So I think that there's I get the feeling that there's a very sort of I don't want to say fucking proletariat message, but the stranger that breaks in, doesn't break in, is let into the house. It doesn't seem as if everyone in this society is having a good time, and just there's just this 1 year where everyone commits a bit of crime. It's so obvious that this is just another attempt by the ruling elite to get rid of some undesirable folk in a sort of Darwinistic fashion. Hence the opening statement. which is I'm actually surprised that it hasn't happened yet. In our
What?
I'm surprised that
we haven't got a purge.
I'm
in real life.
surprised that we haven't got the bright ideas at the top of the chain haven't just been like, look, we don't have to deal with all these normal people. We could just get rid of them all once a year. Do you know what I mean? Because you know they would. I don't understand why they haven't done it yet, but
Maybe that's what Donald Trump's building to.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe in time for the 2024 elections, he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna have enacted the Purge Act.
God, getting a bit political, folks. Any other questions?
Oh God, yeah. Why make a security system just for show? What's the fucking point?
That is so
You
stupid.
own a security system company.
Yeah.
At least, even if
It's not built for worst case scenario. But you sell it for the worst case scenario of the year, and yours isn't for the worst. What is it for then?
Even if he's scamming everybody else into buying his shit security systems, why not? But give yourself a good one.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you tribalize and wear masks for the Purge? Do you reckon they were like sat there, like, as in the people that turned up at the house to get the guy out, and they all had the masks on? Why didn't they? So, like, what I mean is, the night before, or a couple of nights before, they were like, right, here's your mask, Bill, here's your mask, Jane, here's your mask, and they went through all these people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this house, we're going to find this guy, then we're all going to murder him. Well, did they plan it? Was that very premeditated?
Yeah, and it's like it's the shittest strategy for trying to do a purge, because the people that do it just waste the night on one guy and end up getting killed themselves.
Yep.
It's like they could kill anyone, and yet there's this one person, this one innocent guy who's like, oh, he got away. Let's get all our provisions in and just break into this house. Surely, getting provisions together would be committing an illegal act in some way.
You'd 100% think so. It's what gets me about watching that bloke sharpen his machete at the start.
It's like,
And you're thinking, well,
isn't that, where'd you get the machete? Are guns still legal in this version of
you have to presume
America?
they are, aren't they? Because aren't they? They're good in the film. Doesn't the daughter's boyfriend shoots the dad or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's a gun just in the house, or does he have a gun?
I don't know. I think people have said that the characters in the sequels are a bit more interesting. You know, because these people are quite dull, I have to say. But does this happen all over the world?
Yep. Is it just the US? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it like Handmaid's Tale, where it's just the US is a bit fucked?
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, well, you know,
and
let's just leave it to it.
who knows what's happening elsewhere? We could just all normal, and it's just the fucking US. I mean,
I like that idea of like the other civilizations. Like, do you reckon America will be in the Olympics this year? Well, I think they've still got that portal to hell open in Washington DC. So maybe let's leave them to next year.
Yeah.
let's leave them for a bit to give them a call. And they might. I don't know.
yeah. It said in the sort of tannoy before the purge started that some government officials were off limits.
What? In that case, why is...
Yeah, what's the point?
In that case, it's not all crimes that are legal then. It's an inherently hypocritical system.
Yeah, and again, it proves that it's just the elites trying to kill some
100%.
poor people, which makes it more interesting, but I think they should have expanded on that a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. It's like... The thing that is enjoyable... Well, not enjoyable, let's be honest. But the thing that is interesting about the Purge movie is not the... It's not the violence. The violence isn't the interesting bit. The interesting bit is, well, does everybody have this in them? And if so, why are we letting it out?
Yeah.
Why, like, are there no therapists in this universe?
Yeah.
Or if there are therapists, are they fucking loaded? On morning after the Purge, therapists are up at 4 a.m. They're like, right, I've got my calendar for the next year ready. Hello?
Yeah.
Johnson & Sons therapists, how can I help you?
I mean, I think it's like... I think it could be seen as like a critique of like almost like traditions, because like there are some traditions that are like really respected that are just fucking nonsense.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And it's like maybe because like you know like I can't think of an example off the top, but you know what I'm talking about. There are traditions that are just nonsense, and people that take them very, very seriously. So maybe it's like if something's said to be very important, this is, you know, it's our God-given right to go out and kill folk once a year. It's like if you say that enough times and it's been long enough, people will just
all right,
go with it. Do you know what I mean? And
reasonable,
just take pride in it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking horrible.
Right, here's a question. I get that you'd want to hole up in your house and stay there and keep it secure and everything, why wouldn't you rent an RV, go out into the desert?
Yeah.
Because yeah, sure, you might have to take the L on your house, but like lock up your valuables, put them in a safety deposit box or something, or even just bury them in the garden or something.
Yeah.
And get an RV, go out into like the New Mexico desert or something, and just spend the night there.
That's so smart. But no
Is
one.
it 12 hours or 24 hours? Because the film seems to imply it's 12. Because it's overnight, the film, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe, yeah. I suppose if it was like 24, like most people would be dead.
Yeah, that's probably quite true.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah, 12 hours is a bit better than 20 than a full day.
Plus that's the other thing that gets me is like, how detached from your own humanity do you have to be for it to be like, oh well, you just killed my dad, but like, I'll get you next year, rather than I'll get you now.
Yeah.
Rather than, you fucking bitch, I'm gonna fire you, I'm gonna just...
Imagine the purge is over and like a couple of days after, the guy that killed your mum or something like that is in the shops, and you've got your trolley and you walk past and you see him like that, and you expect no one to do anything. They just sort of go, see you next year, and just keep walking. It'd be so awkward.
Oh my god. I mean, awkward, it'd be horrendous is what it'd be. Why hasn't the Purge been voted out yet? If it's so horrific to so many, why is it? Well, I suppose if it's the ruling elite.
A better question: who the fuck voted it in? Was this
true.
was this a nationwide sort of referendum kind of thing?
How long did it take to get the Purge into the active political landscape? Yeah,
it's very worrisome. What else?
The real question is, those people that attacked the house with the masks on.
Yeah.
There was like a big group of them, wasn't there?
Yes.
So they were like a team.
Yeah.
So if they were in space, you could describe them as an intergalactic dream
team. We haven't made up an intro for that yet.
Right, it's my turn this week.
It's Lewis's turn.
And I'm going at it a bit randomly.
Yes.
I'm going to make it up on the spot. Wish me luck, everyone.
Go on.
Do I have to use all 5 characters?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. We've got Batman. We've got Superman. We've got Wonder Woman. We've got Green Lantern. We've got Flash. I'm going for the classic Justice League lineup. And they're on the Justice League satellite. And the villain is Donald Trump. Now, before you said, yes, I have to use all 5, I was going to go with, okay, in that case, they just shoot him from orbit. Superman just looks out the window
Wait a minute.
just like laser eyes him from orbit.
Is this Trump when he's president?
Yes.
Right, okay, so he is the full force of the American military then.
Yeah, but like, let's be honest, it's not going to put a dent in Superman.
Yeah.
Superman gets nuked in that one comic and he's just like, fine.
Right, okay. So it's a zero-sum game then.
Yeah, essentially.
Right, okay, fair enough.
So
what's your plan?
Right, so Batman is going to go up to Superman and go, "All right, mate." And Superman will go, "Yeah, I'm alright, you're alright." And then that'll be that. And then after that, Wonder Woman is going to hand Superman his costume. Mm-hmm. Green Lantern is going to help him put it on. Flash is going to run to McDonald's and get him some chips. And then Superman will eat the chips. And Batman will have the leftover chips that Superman did not want.
Uh-huh.
And then Superman will stick his head out of the window of the satellite and strike Donald Trump from orbit.
Wow. And that's the plan.
That's the plan. With his laser vision, he's going to strike him from orbit, and then they'll be like, just gone. Just done. The thing that gets me is, like, if Superman was not limited by his conscience, that's the really scary part. Like in
we'd be fucked.
Yeah, and like in Red Sun, where he lands in Russia.
It's like Stalin's prodigy or something like that.
And like Stalin gets poisoned. And all the doctors are like, "What's wrong with Stalin? What's wrong? We can't figure it out." And Superman goes to a medical library and reads every book, and then comes back and goes, "He's been poisoned."
Why wouldn't he just do X-ray vision on his body?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But
so yeah, Superman is going to strike Trump from orbit.
Right. Okay. And he dies. I take it.
Yes.
Right. No, he gets a stubbed toe.
Superman scooches a table half an inch to the left, and Donald Trump stubs his toe against it. Yeah.
Well, that seems fair. Yeah, that worked for me.
Well, there we go.
That must have been the quickest one ever.
Yeah, and I'm going to need to find a way to insert a mouse droid into it. A mouse droid goes along the other pass of Mordor or some shit, and then for some reason there's like, it's got like the one ring is like stapled to its back, and
fuck off.
Oh my god, mate, it's too hot in here to be doing a podcast.
It is so warm.
It is so hot. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to get some more drinks. You vamp.
I'll vamp.
You vamp. Do you want another drink?
I'd love another drink. This is the most freeform podcast that we've ever done.
Door's a bit stiff. God, it's so cold now.
Well, for those of you that don't know, I'm on a diet, and it's the most boring news in the world, because I've put on a few pounds. Want to get rid of them, Just want to get rid of that. So let me inform you of my rigorous strategy. So every morning, I wake up, because if you don't, you're probably dead. And you wake up, and then you go downstairs, you put on your kettle, and you have one shot of black coffee. Yeah, one shot of black coffee, and that's you, right? So that's breakfast. That's breakfast done, right? And then what happens? Oh, Lewis is back with the drinks.
What's happening?
I'm telling them about my rigorous diet.
I see. Oh, yeah, one shot of black coffee for breakfast.
So one black coffee shot in the morning, right? And then you try and not die until lunch, right? And then you can have maybe a bit of ham,
right?
You can have as much salad as you want, right? You have that, and then you have a multivitamin tablet,
Yum.
right? And then you go jogging for an hour, right? And you take it at your own pace. You jog and then you stop, and jog and then you stop, and do that for an hour. Then you come back, and then you fall asleep for a little bit because you're so fucking tired. And then for dinner, get this, you have plain chicken, on its own, no salt, no seasoning, no nothing, and more salad.
Whoa!
Maybe some steamed veg.
Yum.
Yep. And do you want to know the snacking system for this wondrous diet?
I already know the system, but I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so you could have 39 jars of pickled onions a day, and you wouldn't go over your daily calorie limit.
Why would you do that to yourself, though?
No one would, and that's why it's so great.
No.
And you can also have 75 rice cakes a day and not go over your daily calorie limit, so that you don't have to count your calories on it. You don't have to sort of watch what you're eating, just as long as you do. But
stick to what you're eating.
Stick to that and that alone, and you will lose weight, guaranteed.
So you only allowed to snack on rice cakes and pickled onions?
Well, if you find other things that are really, really low in calories, then you could snack on that. Like garden peas.
Okay, yeah.
Garden peas are really, really low in calories. But yeah.
Fantastic. You know what my dieting system is?
Go on.
I wake up and I have a black coffee and breakfast. And then I run around doing loads of shit all morning. Then I have a light lunch and then a nap. and then
a nap after eating.
Yes, a nap after eating. And then some more work in the afternoon and then a massive dinner.
Oh my god.
And that's why I'm fat.
I mean, I had, like, because Lewis said, because I came down yesterday, it genuinely looks as if you've lost weight. So I'm not just...
No, you have lost weight,
I am not just saying this to one of these fucking YouTube guys with their shirts off and they're all shredded, and they say, it's like, I'm going to tell you how to lose weight. All you have to do is pay me $80 a day, and I'll give you these abs.
Oh god, that's what got me was... that YouTube advert. Do you remember that guy? I'm here in my garage. I'm stood here and I've got my two Lamborghinis.
Yes.
But what I'm really valuable. I'm very thankful to be in my Lamborghinis. I'm here in the Hollywood Hills. But what I'm really thankful for is these bookcases.
Yeah.
I bought these two bookcases. I filled them with books. But what I'm really thankful for is knowledge. And then he just goes off in this rant about knowledge. It's like, mate, chill out.
Do you know? See, the thing that a lot of people who do diets and stuff like that, and diet books and stuff like that will tell you is that if you focus doing sit-ups and that and working on your stomach, you'll get a six-pack. I'm here to tell you folks that unless you are under 10% body fat, you are not getting a six-pack.
Yeah.
The six-packs don't just appear. They're always there. Mine are just hidden under a layer of fat, right? They're there waiting on you. They're waiting to say hello. They're waiting to give you a wee wave. All you have to do is get rid of the massive jelly belly that sits in front of it. That's it. So don't believe these people. They don't care about you. They don't care about your diet. They just want to make the dosh. The big old dosh.
Money, yeah.
So, that's what you have to do.
Yes.
So give it a go if you don't want a life and you want to go to your work and be absolutely knackered after it.
I've decided I'm going to do you an espresso for when your diet starts again.
Well, thank you.
Because then that's a nice little shot of coffee, and I bet you it will be much nicer than your horrible shot of instant coffee.
Well,
Have you really been drinking shots of instant coffee?
Yeah.
You psychopath.
I know, but it works.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
It definitely works. I didn't think it would, but it does. I'm just at that point where I can't think of anything else to do. So I'm just like, right, low in calorie shit, just do that and just run for as often as you can.
Yeah.
So
as often as you dare.
Yeah. So that's my method. So
I see.
Buy my diet book. No.
What could it possibly contain that you haven't just said?
I'll just fill it with stories.
Fill it with vegetables.
Yeah, just
broccoli,
pictures of veg,
celery.
I haven't had celery.
Cucumber.
I could have that. I've had cucumber, a lot of cucumber, and carrots.
Ooh, yum 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 yum.
Sweet corn niblets.
Nice.
Should we go back to the purge?
Anyway, right. I've only got three more questions, so we need to make these very slow.
Right. Okay. We're. It's going to be very short. This one.
Do you think other countries? No, we've already done that one.
No.
Shit.
Say them really, really, really slowly.
Do you think other countries also have purges?
Maybe.
That's a good point. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's probably localized to the US.
Yeah.
Because I think other countries, there's fewer guns, there's few less weaponry, just like lying around.
Yeah.
And, like especially sort of like Northern European countries that are like very sort of socialistly almost in their like sort of healthcare and everybody takes care of everybody else sort of thing. That's like the mentality of the public.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's this American sort of individualism almost, which
Yeah.
is like or is it e pluribus unum? From many comes one, or something like that.
Something like that.
It's that individualistic idea that's like on their currency and stuff like that. I think that lends itself to a purge situation in a way that a more sort of community ideal doesn't.
Whereas places like Britain, it would probably just drink tea and that, and
Well, sat there drinking tea.
like,
Going,
do you want to go out?
Bloody hell!
Do you want to go out and purge? No, just sit and watch Gogglebox and that.
Oh God, Gogglebox. I used to like Gogglebox, and then I didn't.
Why didn't you?
I don't know. It's just it seemed to become less good with time in a strange way.
Because they've added like celebrities onto it now.
Yeah, there's a celebrity Gogglebox. Ryland did an episode, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Boris Johnson's dad's on it.
Of course he is.
Isn't he?
I have no idea. He might
I
be.
think he sits with like Toff or someone like that.
Are they related?
I don't know.
Do they live together?
They're good friends. It's a bit weird. It's a social Darwinist's wet dream.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Yeah, it's like the survival of the
Most
one,
murdery.
Yeah, one with the most guns.
The most guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Wow.
wrong. Well, that's lovely. Someone
That's
started
a nice-
grinding some paving stones
Yeah,
down directly outside the window.
That's a nice noise.
Yeah, go on. Hit me with another question. Another question.
Try to find one.
What? Do you reckon anybody breaks into zoos during the purge in this?
That's a good
reality?
point.
Because do you reckon anybody's like, right, I've always wanted to try and fight a lion. Then now's my chance.
Do you think someone would steal a lion cub and like raise it for the next purge, like next year? Like they'd steal one, train it, and then like just release it on people.
I'm fairly sure that even owning a lion cub or a tiger cub is probably illegal in the US. It's probably illegal everywhere, really. But
Probably. Yeah, fair enough. But maybe they just because they didn't say that crime was eradicated. They said that it was just really low.
So it's
there's just this one guy who doesn't commit any other crimes but own a lion, and then just on the Purge still does his civil rights to go out and go woo.
Every year he goes out with his lion, starts murdering people by the dozen. Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
What a film! What a concept! Hey?
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. You know, I thought I would have more questions in this.
Yeah,
we're just spinning our wheels in the mud.
It's because it's such a stupid concept. There's only so few questions you can ask.
Yeah, I don't know. Lena Headey was good in it.
Lena Headey's good in everything though. She was good in Fighting with My Family. Have you seen that?
No.
I love British cinema. It's like my sort of go-to. Fighting with My Family it's like a biopic almost. It's like a WWE wrestler called Paige or something.
Yeah.
And it's the story of her basically going from living in Norwich. I think it was Norwich. Going from living in Norwich to like going to LA and doing WWE tryouts, and then becoming a WWE wrestler and all this. And it's Nick Frost plays her dad. Florence plays her mum.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Yeah, that's right. And The Rock's in it.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Vaughn also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen that actually.
I really like that. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I just love British cinema. I really do prefer British cinema to like Hollywood stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's more nuanced. It's more sort of quiet and more sort of reserved, I think. What would the British Purge be like?
I don't know. Either much more chilled or much less chilled. Well, it couldn't get much less chilled, could it?
Because we don't obviously have guns or anything like that, so we would just like to have kitchen knives and.
Yeah, that's true.
And
It'd be a lot more brutal, wouldn't it?
And pressure washers.
You know, genuinely, while we've been recording this podcast, I keep thinking, I can't wait to go outside after this podcast and pressure wash the garden. Like, I'll take a quick break, pressure wash the garden, and come in and edit together the Q&A we did.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to pressure wash the garden. This is what living in my own house has done to me. I'm excited to feed the cat and pressure wash the garden. We ordered a Henry Hoover from Argos, as you do, and because Argos got that same day delivery thing, you order it and then it comes 6 or 7 p.m. the same day.
Yeah. And
we did, and we've sat there all day going, oh, Henry the Hoover's coming, can't wait. Really stoked to get a Henry.
I don't find chores elating in any way, shape or form. I like tidying my own room, but I don't like tidying the house.
No, I don't mind it.
Because I like reorganising my things in new ways for an hour, and then just sort of going back to doing nothing and claiming, oh, that's me done something. I've cleaned my room. So your room is already clean. No, but I reorganised it though. I moved that skull head to the left.
No, I know what you mean about organising stuff. It's whenever I find myself a bit slow in a work environment, I'll reorganise my desk.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, well this system isn't working for me anymore. So I went from 3 monitors to 1 monitor, and that's what I've got here in front of me now. And I'm thinking, well, there's a TV mounted on the wall over there that the previous owners of this house just left for some ridiculous reason. And I'll try and take that off the wall and put that monitor on the wall. And then just work at the wall and there's got to be a way to do this. I sat there googling things ferociously.
You're going to need to find a way, because I assume that you're doing the podcast in here.
Yeah, I will be.
You're going to need to find a way to get a fan that doesn't make noise.
Yes. Silent aircon is a thing.
Is it?
Yeah. I remember talking to Ryan McMurray, a great friend of ours. He always gives me advice on microphones whenever I send him a text.
Yeah.
Ryan, my microphone's broken. What's up, Lewis? But he's a great guy. But anyway, he was talking about because we were filming in the old school before 4 o'clock club, and he was booming at that time. And they said, "Can we turn the aircon on, Ryan?" He went, "I don't know how loud it is." He turned it on. It was like. It was like, oh no. So he was like, oh no. I was doing this other show and they had a noiseless aircon. It was great. It was just cold, and I was just like, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, that's what we need. Because I don't have one, but Scotland's notoriously cold. Because I've got a radiator that makes no noise. So if it gets not like a proper radiator mounted to the wall, it's just like a portable sort of radiator that
Don't radiators usually make no noise? Like radiators.
Not gusty ones. Not ones that are just filled with gunk and dust that...
I'm heating up the room now.
It's like my Xbox. Do you know what? I figured out what was wrong with it. It was the fan.
Yeah.
The fan was broken.
God.
That's what it was. And it was just because the fan was so ruined that it was just going like that.
You want me to play Fable 2? It just increases or decreases in aggression.
Yeah, because I got the Xbox One and it's just so much better in like every conceivable way. And there's no noise either. So it's like...
It's part of the playing experience, that. Like,
yeah. But if you're recording like Alien Isolation like on Twitch and you hear fucking... Is there an alien nearby? No, that's my Xbox. That's the console I'm using.
Is it Twitch you stream on?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then I download it and I edit it on my phone.
Oh, nice.
Because I don't know how to work editing on my computer because it's a dog shit computer, no offence.
No offence to the laptop.
To the laptop
to
that
Mr.
I'm looking
HP.
at that keeps blacking out every 5 minutes and I have to tap the mouse. It's gonna keel over one day. Very soon it will give up. Look at it! Look at it staring at us like, I'm gonna fucking quit on you as soon as you've done this. As soon as you start editing me, I'm just gonna die. Commend self-destruct.
Oh god. I've got this image of like a face manifesting and going, oh fuck off, and then the laptop just slowly closes and it's dead.
That reminds me of that "Would I Lie to You" quote, where it's like, you know, when you're asked like, do you want to switch off your computer and like restart, or like, no. Lee was meant to buy like oranges, and like it was like 8 to 5 oranges he was meant to buy, and he bought 85.
Right.
Because he thought, well, it's obviously a lie, but he said he thought that his wife said 85, and like Miranda Hart said, well, didn't it say to you, are you sure you want to buy 85? And it was like, no, a guy didn't pop up on the screen and go, alright, Lee, you sure you want to buy 85 there, mate?
Oh god. That's one of the things that gets me, is like if I've... When I'm sufficiently tired, I will just do things without question. Like, I remember it had been like a long ass day, and I was out with Chloe and we're like, we need to go to Tesco and do some shopping. So I went around Tesco and he got like, I think it was a bottle of like Coke or something, and I got this and I was like, where am I putting this? And she went, I think she said, put it in the sink. Without even questioning why it would go in the sink.
Yeah.
I just went, yep, put it in the sink and walked away, and she was like, why have you done... It's meant to go in the fridge, is it? And I went, yeah, it is meant to go in the fridge. But you said to put it in the sink. And I was like, I just remember being so confused at the time. I think, like, yeah, we're just like both sleep deprived, stressed out from like a stressful ass Tesco trip.
It's like Jesse in Breaking Bad, who puts the key in the ignition when they're in the desert, and it just drains the battery of the RV.
Yeah.
So, is this just a genetic thing with you, or do you have a brain tumor? Did your mother drop you in your hair when you were a baby? I wanted to leave them on the counter, bitch.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. Fuck the Purge, haven't we? We've barely talked, because it's so... I mean, it's an okay film.
It's just very one-dimensional in a lot of ways, yeah.
I think maybe, I don't know, maybe we could do the sequels one day.
Aye, perhaps. One day.
One day
In the future.
when we get through the thousands of other crap that we have to do.
We've got it all on the there's this Google Doc that's like full of patron requests for the podcast, because this was a patron request from Peter Brindley, thank you very much, that has said, could do the Purge, it's really crap. I want you to dissect it a bit, and I apologise for not dissecting it very well. There's not much substance.
No.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, basically fucking Ayn Rand's amazing dreams or something, you know.
Being made real. How are people such efficient killers in this universe, though? That's a real question. Are martial arts teachers like loaded? Teaching people how to look after themselves during the Purge? That sort of nonsense.
Because it wouldn't be illegal to teach them how to fight, as long as they said they weren't doing it for the Purge. But I don't know if you could make I don't know if there would be deductive reasoning there. Obviously. There
has to be some kind of Purge-based defence.
Yeah.
Like in court. I think for you to say, what am I thinking? Like, oh yeah, the reason I bought this gun was so I could defend my family during the Purge. You have to be able to say that in court, because otherwise it's like...
But they might say, but it was a crime, so there you go.
Yeah, that's true.
You can buy guns on the night, but you can't do it when you're preparing for it. And the first Purge was in 2017.
Yeah.
So these people have learned to fight very quickly because it takes place in 2022. I mean, we adapt to violence very quickly as a species, I suppose.
It certainly seems odd. Yeah. Are martial arts teachers loaded in this universe?
Probably. I suppose it might not even be martial arts. I think it's just
general violent people.
Yeah, it's just guns and weapons that people...
Smith & Wesson are very rich.
Yeah. What was the best kill of the film?
Oh my god. I have got no idea. I know it wasn't a kill as such, but just the shock of the son killing the father.
Yeah.
Not the son, sorry. The daughter's boyfriend
yeah.
killing the father. I was like, oh my god! Just when that happened, I was like, I just didn't see it coming at all.
I liked the axe in the back.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. I mean, no, violence is wrong. That's what I mean. Yeah, but
it's like me, ultimate pacifist me, who looks like, what's your favourite film, Lewis? John Wick? It becomes a bit of a strange question to ask, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, guys...
I think we're a bit out of notes now, because there is only so much Purge talk I think I have in me in this insanely hot room on this insanely hot day.
I know. I mean, we talked about other stuff, didn't we?
We did talk about a lot of other stuff, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed those bits.
Look at us justifying our own failure to talk about a film.
Well, we hope this beautiful podcast was a nice way to ease you back into the regular Shouting Into the Void programming.
Yes.
We'll be back twice a week now, aren't we? We're back.
Yes. Twice a week with Doctor Who.
Doctor Who on the Whisper on the, what was that, the Tuesday? Was that when that goes out?
Friday, I think.
Oh, Friday. Okay, yeah.
Friday.
And then this Void on the Sunday.
Yes.
What do we do? What film are we doing next week?
Well, I have introduced a wee play ball, a wee play ball, a wee curveball.
Yes.
The Death of Stalin, which sounds very harrowing and very political, but it's very, very, very funny.
Yes, it's a comedy about Russia and Stalin, which makes it sound really weird, but it is good.
Yeah.
I've seen snippets of it before. It's a good film. It's won loads of awards, I think.
Yeah.
It should be good. I look forward to watching it and taking notes.
So do I.
Vigorously.
So do I. Do you have a closing statement?
I do have a closing statement. A very cynical and murdery view of the future. Hope this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Hope we can avoid this, but bad boy for a few years.
Why haven't the elites tried this yet? Don't give them ideas, for fuck's sake.
It's just like some writers in a writer's room going, okay, there's this one night a year, everybody kills everybody, and then Donald Trump is like, time to go to politics. I go from this writer's room to that politics room.
Back to the drawing board. Well, we have some shameless,
shameless shilling.
Unearned,
yep.
Undeserved shilling to do for this pitiful short episode. But anyway, I'm on Instagram at O'Hiram. I'm on Facebook at Daniel K. Actor. I'm on Twitter at Kerzo2000. What are you on, Lewis?
I'm on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley. I'm on Facebook at Lewis Brindley. And I am on Twitter at Lewis Brindley 4? Lewis Brindley 4, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Yeah. It's my turn to edit this week.
Yeah.
And I'm Lewis will probably be here for it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm probably just going to do it right now.
You're probably going to go and sit in the garden and do it while I'm going with the power washer.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we have a Strudel ad from our wonderful company that we're partnered with, Strudel Ltd. And if everything should go right, you should be hearing that advert. No.
Hey Dan, do you ever drink things?
No. Actually, I don't.
Right, well that's messed the ad up then, hasn't it? Oh, good grief. Well, if you're not a massive weirdo, then you might like to drink things from time to time, and sometimes you might even like to use a straw.
Yeah, and there are lots of options available. I've got a metal one, and they come in plastic.
Bad for the environment.
Or paper.
Falls apart immediately.
Yep, which is why strudels are out there. Strudels are straws made out of pasta, and straight away both of those problems Lewis just said are solved. The pasta will decompose in a day after you throw it away, and they'll stay strong in your drink for at least an hour.
Exactly, what's not to love? Plus they're super convenient. Having a couple of them in the cupboard will mean you don't have to keep cleaning a metal straw every time you do the dishes.
Indeed it will. Check them out today at strudels.co.uk. You will not regret it. Best advert in existence.
Yeah.
No contest.
Why haven't we won an Oscar for that yet?
No.
Can we send a letter to them,
No
please? To Oscar
idea.
himself.
It should be on the Super Bowl. It should be fucking everywhere.
Yes, it should be. Let's be honest with you.
Absolutely.
So we are hosted by Podomatic. We are currently on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Deezer. We're on Google Podcasts. We've got a YouTube channel. We are everywhere. We're actually releasing a video on the YouTube channel. Before this podcast goes out, we did a Q&A to celebrate our return to the limelight and the spotlight, and we have returned with a video, and it'll be on the YouTube channel probably.
Yep. And we're back.
Yes, we're back.
Whether you like it or not. We also have a PayPal donate button. We have Patreon, and we want to thank our fantastic patrons.
Yes, you are all extremely good eggs. Thank you for sticking with us through the little hiatus that we've had. It means the world.
You've been so patient, and we love you all. That is, of course, Chloe, Darius, Sophie, Peter, and Aditya. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very, very much. You are all good eggs.
Definitely. We have merch.
We do.
As well.
Speaking of merch,
I'm wearing merch.
This isn't the greatest format to tell everybody about the merch you're wearing, but
Yeah,
yes, you are. You're wearing
it.
the jumper, aren't you, on this insanely hot day?
I know, I'm fucking roasting.
So shouting into the void on the right of the chest, and on the back there is our beautiful artwork.
Yes.
By what are they called now?
I think
They used to be called C137 Designs.
custom art designs.
Custom art designs or custom art studio or something
like
now.
that,
Yeah.
But that will be on Teespring and Redbubble.
Yes, they are both great sites. We've got loads of good stuff up. We've got jumpers, t-shirts, totes, loads of stuff. Go and check it all out. It's peng.
Definitely. We are also partnered with another fantastic company, Number 12 Crochet Avenue, and they are on Instagram.
Yes, at, surprisingly, Number 12 Crochet Avenue.
Yes, they are.
No, Number 12 Crochet Avenue is a business run by my wife where she crochets and she's really good at it, which is the tagline I go with. Because it's true. She is very, very good at it, and it's astounding watching her do it, watching the sort of... Because I've actually bought her a new crochet hook recently, like a wooden one that's been like hand turned, and it is almost like a magic wand watching her do it. It's really, really good. But yeah, she has an Instagram. Even if you don't want to buy anything, she does commissions, and everything she does is absolutely gorgeous. She'll do bits and bobs for, say, baby showers, for birthdays, Christmas. It's the summer, so you might be a way off for Christmas. Yeah. But, get in touch.
Yeah.
But even if you don't want to buy anything, the Instagram is beautiful. So go and check it out at Number 12 Crochet Avenue.
Very intricate. Beautiful. Yes. Well, that's us. Yes. Well, welcome back, folks.
Yes, welcome back to the podcasting universe.
Yes, we've missed you.
Indeed, we have.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, lick you, smell you, punch you in the face.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever we'll do it next time.
Lick you, smell you, purge you, diet you.
It's like that podcast, Morty. It's a shouting into the void planet.
See you later.
See you next time. Thank you for listening.
Outro commence.